Yo, what's happening, guys? Corey Digman here at Digman Fitness. I want to come at you with one simple tip to improve your squat. So there's a lot of issues, a lot of things that can happen in a squat. You have a lateral shift, your body falls forward, your knees cave in, your toes turn out. I want to cover just one simple fix related to the issue of knees caving in. So if we think of hip adduction to abduction, the strength of maintaining good position with our knees as we descend and ascend in our squat has to do with our glutes, specifically glute max and glute med. So a simple tip that you can use with one of these guys, to take this around your knees within your warm-up or within your sets of a squat, just as a kind of a prep phase of setting up. First off, I like to choose, shoulder width apart. Sometimes people are more narrow, sometimes people a little more wide. Find what fits you, find what you're comfortable with, find where you're most strong, okay? So what I like to do is about shoulder width apart, toes slightly pointed out. For me, I have decent mobility in my hips, but it just helps me open up my hips even more when I have my toes pointed out. Not only have them out, but kind of taking my toes and my feet and grind it into the floor, almost like a good friend of mine, Jimmy Brooks, a little shout out, told me a great tip, or explained to me about when I deadlift or I squat, I almost want to pretend like I'm tearing a piece of paper in half with my feet. So I'm locked in, I'm grounded, I'm tight from my feet all the way up through. So I take my toes and my feet and I grind and I push them into the floor and lock in. So locking in the glutes all the way up through, tighten the core, take a deep breath in, tighten it up, and I descend down, and what this band does is I squat down, I'm going to push against that resistance, really over-exaggerating, pushing my knees out and getting the glutes involved. Okay, so when the glutes are involved in a squat, you have less stress on your knees, you have less stress on your low back, you're going to perform a better squat. So again, like I mentioned, in your prep phase and warm-up, in between your sets, if you have issues with when you come out of the hole, your knees kind of cave in, you may need some strength work in the glutes. So hip ups, clamshells, supermans, all those things are all great, which we can cover later. But in this, for the sake of this video, I like to use bands a lot, so I use that for a set or two while I warm up. Okay? So I hope it helps you guys improve your squat so you can get strong underneath that bar. Good luck, guys.